Hello, I think we're live now. I think we're alone now. Okay, so I think we're live now, and Happy New Year to everybody who's watching on YouTube and Facebook. Happy New Year, and on my website, Blaxcotsman.com. Happy New Year from the Meadowlark Motel here in Maggie Valley, North Carolina, from the Blaxcotsman. And wow, what a bang, right? I think you could say that New Year 2021 got off to a bang, got off with a bang, or whatever you call it. What a start to the year, eh? Anyway, let's see what's happening online, because you know, there you are. We stream to Facebook, YouTube, and the Blaxcotsman.com. So here we are in beautiful North Carolina, and it's 2021, and we're in the mountains. These are the Smoky Mountains, and it's like a great place to call home, especially for a Scotsman. And as I was watching television this past week, I thought, oh my goodness, what is happening in these cities? Anyway, I just felt grateful to be in the mountains. And it made me think of a great Robert Burns poem that he wrote about being in the mountains when he couldn't be in the mountains. So this is for all of those people who would like to be in the mountains. My heart's in the highlands, my heart is not here. My heart's in the highlands, chasing the deer, chasing the wild deer, and following the road. My heart's in the highlands, wherever I go. Farewell to the highlands, farewell to the north, the birthplace of valor, the country of birth. Wherever I wander, wherever I rove, the hills of the highlands, forever I love. My heart's in the highlands, my heart is not here. My heart's in the highlands, chasing the deer, chasing the wild deer, and following the road. My heart's in the highlands, wherever I go. Farewell to the mountains, high covered with snow. Farewell to the straths and green valleys below. Farewell to the forests and wild hanging woods. Farewell to the torrents and wild pouring floods. My heart's in the highlands, my heart is not here. My heart's in the highlands, chasing the deer, chasing the wild deer, and following the road. My heart's in the highlands, wherever I go. My heart's in the highlands, wherever I go. There you go. Robert Burns' words, but my own music. And I'd like to thank Peggy McCain, if she's watching, for the video that she made a few years back when I recorded that song and put it online. So you can check that out. Peggy McCain is a wonderful artist, and along with her partner Sybil, I can't remember his first name now, but they made this wonderful video with lots of beautiful scenery from Scotland, and the music is My Heart's in the Highlands, collaboration between Robert Burns and the Blaxcotsman. Anyway, it's 2021, and I'm sure everybody had a good new year, and I would just like to take this opportunity, which I do every new year, and because it's fresh in everybody's mind, I like to tell the story about the origins of Auld Lang Syne, right? Which is the song everybody sings in New Year, but they don't know the background. So the background to that song is that Burns was, not only was he a great poet, Robert Burns, but he was also a lover of all things, but he also loved old Scottish songs, songs that he had never heard before or he'd never seen written down. And he made it his life's work to gather as many of those songs that he had heard and write them down and get them published and get them recorded for all time. So that was one thing that he did all throughout his career as a poet. And one of those songs was a song that he'd heard for a long time called Auld Lang Syne. And it came into fruition and finalized because he was going to meet an old friend of his from childhood whom he hadn't seen in years. And the last time that they had spoken, they hadn't left on the best of terms. So back in those days, people used to correspond by writing. Reading and writing was a big deal, you know. So to be able to write letters to one another was something that was very precious and prized. And Burns, Robert Burns the poet, was someone who was educated. He could read and he could write. Obviously he wrote poetry. But he also was a prolific letter writer, correspondence. He had lots of friends whom he wrote to. And one of those friends was a lady by the name of Mrs. Dunlop, who lived close by. And she was a wealthy landowner from a place called Dunlop nearby. And she was one of Burns's benefactors. So he kept up correspondence with her. And on the occasion when he had to go to visit his old friend from many years past, he wrote to her. And they were corresponding, and at that time he was researching Auld Lang Syne. And he mentions in the letter, and this is how we know because the letter still exists, but he mentions in the letter that he had been working on Auld Lang Syne and how that sentiment of letting bygones be bygones for old time's sake was something that was in his mind because he was going to meet an old friend with whom he had not parted on the best of terms many years ago. So he mentioned this in the letter. He said, isn't it so appropriate, that old saying, Auld Lang Syne, should old acquaintance be forgot for Auld Lang Syne? Because I'm going to meet an old friend and we'll see how it goes. So anyway, he went and he met the friend, and when he came back, the song had crystallized in his mind as to how it would go about, because he said, you know, when I went to see that friend of mine, everything went fine. We let bygones be bygones, we had a drink, and we reminisced about old times, and we realized that we couldn't hang on to bad feelings from the past. And how appropriate that sentiment is. Should old acquaintance be forgot? and never brought to mind for the sake of Auld Lang Syne. Or something like that. That's the translation. That's the Lawrence Welsh translation. Anyway, we all know that song because we sing it at New Year's. But there's the story of how it came about. And another thing about that song is that there are two versions that, and probably more, but two versions that I know of. There's the traditional version that everybody sings at New Year's, but there's a more folkier version which was approved by Burns back in the 18th century as well, but never popularised by Lawrence Welsh. So I'm going to do a mash-up of both versions. So here we go. This is Auld Lang Syne, version 1 and 2. Should old acquaintance be forgot and never brought to mind? Should old acquaintance be forgot and old lang syne? For old lang syne, my Joe. The blaze and pulled the gowans fine, but we wandered Monday a weary foot to Auld Lang Syne. We twa played in the burn from morning sun till dine. But seas between us red heavyward to Auld Lang Syne. For Auld Lang Syne, my dear, for Auld Lang Syne, we'll take a cup of kindness yet. Feel and gaze a hand o' thine, and we'll take a recht good wally wacht to Auld Lang Syne. For Auld Lang Syne, my dear, for Auld Lang Syne, a cup of kindness yet for Auld Lang Syne. There you go. Just in case you were wondering. Let's see, is anybody online? Hey, we've got folks online. Hi, Lynn Mitchell from Gilly. Reg Jake, Happy New Year. Best I can say, nice flyer. Alright, though. So, hi everybody from Kilmarnock, from Scotland, from New York, from Europe, from Ireland, wherever you're watching from on Facebook, YouTube, and Blaxcotsman.com. Welcome! It's a fireside concert, and there's the fire, and this is the side. I'm on the side of the fire. And it looks like it needs a little bit more wood. But we'll sing another song. Because, yeah. So, let's see, 1, 2, there you go. Maybe I have to turn this up a bit. Hold on. Just for me to understand. Because that's this thing. I was thinking I'm hearing everything that I say a few seconds after I say it. It's because I've got the Facebook feed turned up and it's playing back what I play a few seconds after I say it. But anyway, we're going to do this song. It's about conflict. Seems that the songs I write just never go out of fashion. You know, I wrote this song a while ago, and it's about conflict. It's about the cost of conflict. And having been a child and been subject to a lot of conflict during my childhood, I just have to speak up on behalf of the children because they seem to be the victims of conflict, the innocent victims of conflict, whether it's conflict at home, conflict in a battlefield, conflict anywhere. It's the children that end up being the worst off for it, either because they lose their parents or they see their elders, the people that they look up to behaving in a way that seems unusual to them. I remember feeling that watching conflict was unusual. I never understood it as a child. And then I had to understand it because it was delivered to my door on a daily basis, looking different from my peers when I grew up, you know. I was the Blaxcotsman. But I've got a little bit of experience with conflict. So when my friend asked me to write a song about it, to bring attention to the conflict and the despair in East Africa back a few years ago, I said, of course I can write a song about it. And she was speaking specifically about the children who had been kidnapped from their school, the schoolgirls, and refugee soldiers and things like that. So I wrote this song, and I went to the Nigerian consul or whatever it is at the UN and sang it for the ambassador, the UN representative from Nigeria, and a room full of people on behalf of that human rights lawyer who asked me to write that song. This song, The Cost of War. Here it goes. Traumatized and abandoned to their fate, we can speculate, don't hesitate, because the cost of war weighs on your children, the cost of war on their emotions. cost of war is a terrible thing. Sons of conflict, dreams of dying. A refugee soldier, a boy and a girl. Violated rights in a violent world. The cost of war. The cost of war. Oh no, no more. The cost of war. The cost of war. Violated rights in a violent world of war. Violated rights in a violent world of war. Because, you know, children have rights, but, you know, it's very easy to rob them of their rights. So welcome to the Blaxcotsman Fireside Concert from the Smoky Mountains of North Carolina. This here is the back porch of the Meadowlark Motel in Maggie Valley. Well, all those N's and V's. Maggie Valley, Meadowlark Motel, Maggie Valley. We've got the Wheelshoe Town Motorcycle Museum right over there. We've got Cataloochee skiing right up there. We've got elk, we've got snow tubing, we've got restaurants, we've got motels, we've got the creek, the Jonathan Creek, where you can fish and catch trout. So when I say my heart's in the Highlands, actually I'm in the Highlands. And it's so like Scotland, it's unbelievable. That's why I call it Fantasy Scotland. Because we've got the elk, so we've got the deer and the elk. We've got the rivers, and these rivers are full of fish. Here it's trout, we don't have roe. We've got mountain river trout. But you pull them out of that creek easily enough. And that's just within a 10-mile radius, all that stuff going on. So if you come here, spend a few days with me and jam and sit by the fire, rest assured there's plenty to do. I didn't even mention the hiking, the waterfalls, the nature trails, the bikes, the forest walks. It's just a paradise. Anyway, enough of that. Let's put some wood on the fire, eh? Hope everybody's not too traumatized by the start of 2021. Because inside, you know, we all have our inner child that can be traumatized by events that we rationalize with our adult, quote-unquote, mature mind. Really inside, we don't really have a clue what's going on. Why are these people behaving in such strange ways? There are mobs of them running around. I've never understood it. And I was part of the march in Grosvenor Square in, what would it have been, 67? When was that? The march on the anti-Vietnam protest. I was just a little kid, you know, maybe 12 years old or something like that, 11 years old, so maybe it was 68, 67. Anyway, I was part of that mob, and I had no idea what was happening at the time. But hey, you know, you've got to protest, and I don't want to compare one mob to another mob, but it's just seeing people doing things that are not in their nature is mystifying to me. It really is. It really is. Anyway, I'm going to sing a song now that kind of speaks to this message of rebellion and protest, because we all have it in us, and Robert Burns was no stranger to rebellion and protest. So I'd like to sing a little song of Scottish nationalist protest and rebellion from back in the day. called Scotsman. Scotsman, where Wallace bled, Scotsman Bruce was after lead. Welcome to your go-to bed, or to victory. Now's the day, now's the hour, see the front of battle lower, and see your approach out Edward's power, chains and slavery. Scotsman, hey, 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 hey. Scotsman, hey, 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 hey. For will be a traitor knave, for will fill a coward's grave, horse the bases be a slave, let him turn and flee. And war for Scotland's king and law, freedom's sword will strongly draw. Free man stand, a free man fall, let him fall on me. Scotsman, hey, 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 hey. Scotsman, hey, 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 hey. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. By oppression's woes and pains, by your sons in servile chains, we will drain our dearest veins, but they shall be free. And lay the proud usurpers low, tyrants fall with every blow, and liberties with every blow, and let us do our deed. Scotsman, hey, 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 Scotsman, hey, 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 Scotsman. Scotsman. And this is my rebellion song. It's called Carry the Torch. Because somebody has got to carry the torch, baby. For so many things. Who's gonna carry the torch when the going gets tough? Who's gonna get up and stand tall? Oh, carry the torch, will you carry our torch? Aye, aye, oh, ha, ha. Who's gonna carry the torch when the going gets tough? Who's gonna get up and stand tall? Oh, carry the torch, will you carry our torch? I hear a call for freedom, I hear a call for peace, I hear a call for equality, according to our needs. And all across this country, all the brave and free, you can choose to follow, or you can leave. Who's gonna carry the torch when the going gets tough? And you're gonna get up and stand tall. Or carry the torch, will you carry a torch? Aye, aye, oh, aye. Who's gonna carry the torch when the going gets tough? And you're gonna get up and stand tall. Or carry the torch, will you carry a torch? Now when they call to occupy, and we can fight the band, then press up, hold your fire, be a brother's man. And all across this country, from sea to shining sea, will you choose to follow, or will you leave? Who's gonna carry the torch when the going gets tough? Who's gonna get up and stand big torch. Now make sure you're carrying the right torch though. This is the problem. There are good torches and bad torches. So make sure you're carrying a good torch. Make good trouble, as our friend says. Alright, that's enough. Rebellion. Let's sing a song about my hometown. Memories of my hometown in Kilmarnock, on the west coast of Scotland. Yeah, I lived in Nigeria. Somebody was in Nigeria for 3.5 years. Hey Daphne, my love. Love you. And Reg Tate. Hi Reg, brother. So, I'd like to dedicate this next song to all my friends watching from Kilmarnock on the west coast of Scotland, which was where I was born and brought up. Even though my father was from Alabama, right here in the southern states of North America. My dad was from Alabama, Birmingham, Alabama. I think they called it the Pennsylvania of the South. Birmingham is the Pittsburgh of the South, something like that. Anyway, that's where my dad was from. He was in the US Air Force and he was stationed at Prestwick Airport on the west coast of Scotland, just about 10 miles south of Kilmarnock, which is where I was born. Because that's where my dad met my mum, a Scottish woman from Kilmarnock. And I and my sister were the product of that fateful union. So I'd like to sing this song, dedicate it to all my friends back in my hometown of Kilmarnock on the west coast of Scotland. I'm leaving Kilmarnock, the town where I was born. I'm leaving Kilmarnock, 'cause I'm destined to roam. It's in my blood, they say, it's in my genes. I'm just an Alabama boy. He's just an Alabama boy. Alabama boy. Sure enough. If you see sweet Marion, say I, say hello. Say hi to old friends and neighbors and the folks from old town home. It's in my blood, they'll say, it's in my genes. I'm just an Alabama boy. He's just an Alabama boy. Alabama boy. Sure enough. Sure enough. Some call me a Blaxcotsman, I know what I am. My mama was a Scottish woman, and my daddy from Alabama. It's in my blood, you see, it's in my genes. I'm just an Alabama boy. He's just an Alabama boy. Alabama boy. Sure enough. Sure thing that I learned in Scotland. A good Christian upbringing. Presbyterian, actually. But I used to go to the Sunday school every morning, where I learned that Jesus loved me. And that was so important at that time, because at that time I felt nobody loved me. Being this little dark-skinned, woolly-haired boy, and all these light-skinned, red-headed and blonde people, and getting so much abuse. So when I went to Sunday school and learned that Jesus loved me, he became my champion. So I'd like to dedicate this next song to Jesus. Where is my champion? Where can it be? Will you be my champion? Lay on for victory. Everybody needs a helping hand. Some people say they don't, but they do. I cannot make it all alone. You all need someone, and someone needs you. They're asking, where is my champion? Where can they be? Will you be my champion? Lay on for victory. Wanna feel good, help someone. Show compassion when you can. And learn to sing another song. Tolerate difference and find out what others want. They're asking, where is my champion? Where can they be? Will you be my champion? Lay on for victory. For victory. To victory. Now that's the chord of mystery. This is the chord of sadness. Or maybe they're both chords of sadness. But anyway, that's to victory. Now, I just want to clarify, I was brought up a Christian, but I don't practice the faith in any serious way anymore. So if you, I was brought up a Presbyterian Christian. So if anything, I'm a lapsed Presbyterian Christian. You know, I've heard about lapsed Catholics and lapsed Jews. I'm a lapsed Presbyterian Christian. Because I like the church. I like going to the church. I like all the ceremony. And it doesn't matter to me though if it's a Catholic, a Christian, a Muslim, Jewish. I love religious ceremony. I love worship. I love ritual. Love all that stuff. So yeah, I love churches and going to churches. One of the nicest experiences in my life was when I went to a medieval church in Switzerland, up in the mountains, to see my Italian wife's at that time brother getting married, and they wanted their wedding to be up on a mountain top in a medieval church, and it was a 100% Catholic ceremony by a Catholic priest, but it was pouring down with snow, and this church had no heating, so everybody came in with their fur coats and everything, and the candles, and it was just amazing. It was just an amazing experience because of the ritual, you know, and that's what I really love about religion and religious practice. It's not so much the theology, but the ritual of it. I love the ritual, you know, the people coming in, the singing, and all that stuff. So, just so you're clear. But Jesus Christ was my champion when I was a lad. I hope he was your champion. Hey, let's use one. Lived and worked in Nigeria. Hi from Killy. So hi folks, hope you're enjoying the show so far. What is the time anyway? Hey, it's 3:45. We're just going along here. It's the Sunday afternoon fireside concert with the Blaxcotsman live from the Meadowlark Motel in Maggie Valley in the Smoky Mountains of western North Carolina. Now, I have to make an announcement because we were going to have a burn supper on the 23rd of January, but we've had to cancel it because of the coronavirus. It's just so uncertain. We don't know if people are going to come or if they're going to book it and then not come, because there's so much propaganda going around now, and good propaganda about being careful and not going out unless you have to, socially distancing, washing your hands, all these good things that you've got to do. However, we've got a great space here, and you can be socially distanced, and I've got a sink and soap, and I've got alcohol and wipes, and we take very good care to stay within the regulations, the CDC guidelines, to have little music concerts here in our open air space here in the backyard. So if you feel like coming down some Sunday afternoon, bring your axe or something like that, bring your friends just to sit and hang out, and please do. And you can wear a mask, it's required, so we're just hanging out here and we invite you all down. But next Saturday the 23rd, we won't be having the Burns concert. So what I'll be doing is I will be doing the Burns supper, I will be doing a virtual Burns supper live stream on the Sunday afternoon at this time. So that's in 2 weeks. And I'll have some haggis here, and we'll be reciting Burns poetry and telling little Burns stories. And my good friend Martin V will be here as well, playing the fiddle, the 12 string. And we'll try and get some other people along as well. So that's Sunday the 24th, right here, 3 o'clock, the Blaxcotsman Fireside concert will be a tribute to Robert Burns supper. So come along for that, tune in for that. Right now, I'm going to take a few minutes here and stoke the fires, get the firewood, and then we'll sing a few more songs. If you've got some requests, then keep them to yourself. No, if you've got some requests, by all means, make them. I can't guarantee I can do them, but because I have a set list, and I practice my set list, and I'm going to get some good. Oh, right. Woo. Don, did you get any snow? We get a couple of days of snow here, you know. And couple of days of snow. Lay on the ground. It was enough. We had to get the the snow plough out to plough the car park. So that was I felt happy for our friends up at Catalucci because we have a ski resort just up the hill here. And when it doesn't snow, they have to manufacture it. They've got these big snow machines. And so when it snows, I always think, oh, that's great. I'm happy for them up at Catalucci. But it's snowing. So one of our, in the winter, one of our biggest crowds is the ski crowd, because they love coming up here to ski. It's such a great slope when it's open, of course, and right now it's open. So if you look for something to do, get away from the city, and you want to do a little bit of skiing or snowboarding or snow tubing, I just want to hang out up there because they've got the ski lodge and everything, and they do good food and entertainment. Then come along, We've got special packages for people who want to come and ski. Check it out on our website at themeadowlarkmotel.com for your winter adventure. Come up here, stay and come and hang out with me on the Sunday. Or if you want to hang out even before that, just give me a buzz and we can hang out. There's plenty of great places. Well, the main place was back here. We got the bar, but there's great places to go and walk and hike and all that stuff. We'll be there. Anyway, go do a little song now. A little song I learned here in the mountains. When I made the mountains of North Carolina my home, I kind of settled down a bit, because I wandered for many years. I'm sure I'm still wandering, but it's just part of my nature. I found out when I went to visit my family in Birmingham, and I asked them about my grandfather, Trapper Ogletree. And I asked my aunt, I asked my gran, I asked my uncles. None of them knew anything about this guy, because he just wandered all over the place. He never settled down. So I think I inherited a little bit of that from him. That's why this song means a lot to me. I am a man of constant sorrow. I've seen trouble all my day. I left my home in old Kilmarnock, the place where I was born and raised, the place where he was born and raised. 6 long years I've been in trouble. I just heed, or did I get right? For 6 long years I've been in trouble. I have no friends to help me now. For in this world I'm bound to ramble, no pleasures here on earth I've found, no pleasures here on earth I've found. It's very well my own true lover. I never expected perhaps he'll die on this train. Just a stranger, my face you'll never see no more. But there's one promise that is given. I'll meet you on God's golden shore. We'll meet you on God's golden shore. I'll meet you on God's golden shore. Man, of course, is sort of made famous, of course, by the great Ralph Stanley, and by the Soggy Bottom Boys, of course, mined to it in their movie Oh Brother, Who Art There. I'd like to just wrap up now with a few of my own songs. Here's one that is all about what I call the most important time of your life, of anyone's life, and that is now. 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 The whole thing's happening now. Don't prevaricate or procrastinate. The whole thing's happening now. Everyone now. The whole thing's happening now. Don't prevaricate or procrastinate. The whole thing's happening now. Oh well, the Nazarene don't tell you, go love your fellow man. And if you find that too hard to do, love him as best you can. Oh, how should I do this? Demanding my fellow man, when all I see is war and crime spreading all across this land. I want you look into your heart, boy, tell me what do you see? Every dark and evil deed originating in thee. And now you can change your mind, and from those ashes rise a universe so human. Oh, what a glittering Christ, glittering now. The whole thing's happening now. Don't prevaricate or procrastinate. The whole thing's happening now. Everyone now. The whole thing's happening now. Don't prevaricate or procrastinate. The whole thing's happening now. Happening now. Oh, the whole thing, it's happening now. And so I listen to our leaders and what they have to say. Religious ones and politicians mashing up our day. Derive power from the people to use for the people's sake. Cooperate and collaborate to bring about harmony. Bring about now. The whole thing's happening now. Don't provide or procrastinate. The whole thing's happening now. Everyone now. The whole thing's happening now. Don't prevaricate or procrastinate. The whole thing's happening now. Happening. It's happening now. Oh, the whole thing. It's happening now. The whole thing's happening now. Don't prevaricate or procrastinate. The whole thing's happening now. Everyone now. The whole thing's happening now. Don't prevaricate or procrastinate. The whole thing's happening now. Right now. Gives a whole new meaning to the phrase, there's no time like the present. There is no time but the present. That's what I say. Anyway, I'm going to do another one of my, here's a song that I wrote because I wanted to bring some attention to your love and my own thoughts about your love. Because my own thoughts are that it's your love and no one else's. So when you think that you're feeling love from outside coming to you, it's from you coming to you. That's your love. And it's an interesting phenomenon because it's what politicians, advertisers, religious people, they use your love to win your loyalty, your brand recognition, your faithfulness to a specific thought pattern. They're using your love to take you there. So I wrote this song to bring attention to that. And I called it That's Your Love. Your love is sweet, sweeter than candy. Your love is nice, nicer than ninepence. Your love is rich, as rich as you feel. Your love inspires me to the heights. Your love is real as it gets. Your love is here, right here, right now. Your love delights, and your love ignites, and your love is free, like a bird. Don't let anybody steal it from you. And recognize it in other people too. It's a difficult concept, but it's my own concept. It's getting cold now, folks, just in case you were wondering. And way my big commandment bunny. You know, I do my big commandment bunny. I'll work it up for next week. But best I can say. Nice fire. Best. I guess that means he didn't like the show. Larry Williamson. Alright, so yeah, we're wrapping up here because when my hand gets cold I can't play anymore and my hands get cold. I guess I could bring my little paraffin stove out here. Or as they say here, my what do you call it? Not paraffin, what do you call it here? We call it kerosene. My kerosene stove. Brings back memories of having one in Scotland. Look, paraffin stove. And the windows, the condensation on the windows from the paraffin stove. Because that was the only heat that we had in the bedrooms. But if you didn't get into bed quickly and get below the covers quickly, you froze to death. But that's just my question. So we're going to end off now. And I'd like to end off with one of my songs, one of my favourite Scottish songs. And when I sing this song, it conjures up images of Scotland, really. The rivers, the fields, the hills, the woods. And I look around here where I am in North Carolina, Maggie Valley. I think, my goodness, I've got all that here, the rivers, the fields. So I'm very comfortable. And I invite you to come and become comfortably numb. Well, come up here to the mountains anytime. We're open all year round, and we have winter deals too, so if you want to come up here with your family, you can get a special deal, and probably even get one night or a couple of nights staying here for free if you check out the website. Anyway, we're going to do this next song. And say cheerio, happy New Year, happy 21. Hark when the night is falling, hear the pipes are calling loudly and proudly calling down through the glen. There where the hills are sleeping now, feel the blood a-leaping high as the spirits of the old Highlandmen. Towering in gallant fame, Scotland, my mountain hail, high may your proud standards gloriously wave. And of my Highland ever, land of the shining river, land of my heart forever, Scotland the brave. The brave. High in the misty Highlands, out by the purple islands, brave are the hearts that beat beneath Scottish skies. Wild are the winds to meet you, staunch are the friends that greet you kind, as the love that shines from fair maidens' eyes. Towering in glad flame, Scotland, my mountain hame, high may your proud standards forever, land of my heart forever, Scotland the brave. Land of my heart forever, Scotland the Thank you very much for tuning in to the Blaxcotsman Sunday afternoon fireside concert. And I hope you'll tune in next week. And tell your friends to tune in, because next week we'll probably have my good friend Martin V on fiddle and guitar, and anybody else I can persuade to come out on this freezing cold Sunday afternoon. Anyway, happy 2021. Got off to a big start. Let's hope it's going to keep going, but in a slightly more positive vein, shall we say. Okay, so see you next week. TheBlaxcotsman.com, Meadowlark Motel, Facebook pages, Kilmarnock When You Were a Kid, Jonathan Creek All Stars. Tune in next week, and of course The Blaxcotsman on YouTube. So thank you very much for tuning in. See you next week in the Smoky Mountains fireside concert with the Blaxcotsman.